round up people, they're crazy. They're not going to do it. On Blog Talk, the most, and Wind, whatever it is another group. They have 335 programs, the way I understand it. And I've been on a program every Thursday for about 5 years. And it's pointed toward military people all over the world, and people from governments, particularly the United States government, listen to this program. And I lay it out just the way we lay it out here today. And there's absolutely no way that Washington or the people in Wall Street and banking or in the city of London are going to direct American troops to act against their own people. They're not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. And this has been an educational process. And so now these people understand what they didn't understand before, who's controlling them, and who's doing what to them, and why they're doing it. We've made enormous strides in that direction. If they think, the people who are in power, they think they can just snap their fingers and the military will jump up and down and go and round up everybody in Albuquerque and put them in a camp. They're not going to do that.
That's why the ADL is attacking the Oath Keepers and the Tea Parties, because they see that they're having an effect here. I took an oath.
They're an extension, Clay. They're an extension of the Illuminati, no matter what you call them. And they're doing the work of the people who are behind the scenes, who want to control our society and the societies of the world, for that matter. I mean, we're starting to publish things in Italian, particularly in German, and in French, and a lot of the videos now get subtitles in Spanish, and because there's nothing like this in the Spanish or Latin American market. And we're making tremendous strides. And don't you think that the people in London and New York, they know all about it, and they're terrified. And, short of eliminating people like me and others who have a large voice, they can't stop us. I mean, they really got to kill us if they want to shut us up.
Well, they certainly gave it a good shot with me. But
the message is the truth, and there's no differentiation. There's good guys and bad guys. There's people in the middle. It's okay. Not everybody's cut out to take a side, as far as the character's concerned. And so, you take everybody for what they're worth. And it's just like revolutions. Between 5 and 10% of the population revolt, and they take over whatever it is they're trying to take over. The other 90 to 95%, we just go along for the ride, and it will always be the same. I mean, you think the British ever thought for 1 second, with professional troops from both Germany and Poland, or the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and England, would ever be defeated by insurgents using guerrilla warfare? Of course they didn't, but they lost. And it's interesting that almost all the troops, when they were mustered out from those armies, decided to remain in the United States. They didn't want to go back to Germany and Poland and England. They liked it in America.
Now, let me ask you about that. Now, I said the Founding Fathers fought the New World Order of their day. The sun never sets on the English Empire. Germany, what happened with Germany? Why did the Jews take out a full-page ad declaring war on the German people before any hostilities ever broke out? Why did in World War I and World War II? why were the attacks so heavy on the German people? What is it about Germany that really upsets the New World Order?
Well, I think collectively they're not only a very bright group of people, but they work very hard. And not everybody in the world is like that. And they sometimes have animosity and jealousy against people like that. But you got to remember that all these royal families who run these countries, and they still run them, and make no mistake, they're all intermarried. And so, you know, some count in Germany talks to some duke in England and says, look, I think it's about time we had another war. You know, over here in Prussia, we get too many people, and you guys get too many people in southeast England. So let's have a war, and we'll do away with a whole bunch of them, and we'll have more control over them, and we'll make piles of money. And the Duke says, hey, that's a great idea. So he goes and talks to the king and the queen, and vice versa. They say, good, you know, when do we want to start the war? I mean, it actually takes that form.
Yes. Well, 9/11 was the perfect vehicle to start the Third World War that Albert Pike, the Master Mason, predicted.
Yeah, I read all of Pike's work, and besides what he was doing, the only other branch of the Illuminati in the United States was the Skull and Bones at New Haven, which is Yale.
Yes.
And it's interesting that they didn't have any war start in the country, and the Masons in the United States have never generally been privy to what went on in Europe in the Masonic lodges. They're nothing like one another. I'll just put it that way to cover the whole thing. Incidentally, let me give out a few words here before we get off the air.
Go right ahead, sir.
About the forecaster.
Go right ahead.
Forecast is about business, finance, economic, social, and political issues all over the world. We publish by email on Wednesdays and Saturdays, runs around 40 pages each time. And we have a hard copy that goes out twice a month as well for those who are not on the internet. And everything that you need to know every week is in that publication. And if you'd like to get a free introductory copy, email me or go to the site. The site is theinternationalforecaster.com. The International Forecaster, FORECASTER.com. You can go to www.intforecaster.com. That's intforecaster.com. We answer everyone's questions. If you have one, email Bob, B-O-B, at intforecaster.com. Bob at intforecaster.com, or you can call 877-479-8178, toll free, 877-479-8178. They have a deal there where you can get a free 1-year subscription, and the deal is terrific. And you want to look into it if you're interested in the publication at all.
Yeah, I highly recommend it, Bob, and hopefully people will do that. Is there
Well, you have no idea how much work we put into it. I'll tell you. I get up at 9. I get up at 4. And so, what is that? 5. That's 15 hours a day I work on it, plus all the programs and everything else.
I believe that. The